Hey guys, welcome back to Backyard Barbecue. Today we're going to be discussing if you should jump from the 1100 Pro Series to the brand new Pitboss 1150 Pro Series. Stick around. Alright guys, here's my Pitboss 1100. I do have the cover for it. I also purchased the cover from Lowe's. It's a great cover. It's lasted, I've had it for a year now. Lots of uses. I've had no issues with wear and tear. I know a lot of people have had issues where the hinges are up here wearing through the cover and they have attached inside pads to prevent that from happening. Honestly, I don't have that issue. I know some of you had, but I have not. This unit pretty much stays out of the weather. I do keep it covered, just keep the dust and dirt off and stuff inside the garage. We move it in and outside. So it's been great so far. It's holding up real well. We're gonna get this cover off and I'm gonna walk you through of some of the modifications I have done to this unit, some of the issues I have had, some of the things I've resolved over time. Yeah, let's get going. All right guys, here she is. So we're just going to go over some basic things that I have done to help maintain heat, temperature, and keeping smoke inside from escaping. So we're going to start with our lid here. So I have installed the Lavalock felt high temp gasket around the door. Before I had this installed, I had lots of leaking going on, smoke and heat escaping. Ever since then, I've had no issues. There's been no leaks. I have sealed the bolts and stuff inside here that were also leaking with high temp black sealants designed specifically for smokers. I also hear you're probably wondering what this chimney downpipe here is. This is an HVAC extension, a 90-degree elbow that you can adjust and bend. So I picked this up at Lowe's. They're like $3 or $4. I used the remaining of the felt from the door to put around here. It gives that nice tight snug inside the chimney. I only run this when I'm pretty much running low temps, anything 225 and below. I've noticed this really helps force the heat down and the smoke down the grate level. Keeps it from escaping a lot faster than it should be. So I've had really good luck with this. I've noticed quite a bit of a difference actually with getting smoke penetrated into the meat or whatever I'm smoking. So it's a simple modification, it works. When I'm doing pizzas and stuff, I pull this off. I understand there's a fan in here that forces air through, but from my opinion and what I have encountered, it works well. It does its job. Coming from being an offset smoker, a lot of these guys will have this on their offsets down to grate level to keep the smoke rolling across the food that's being cooked on your main grates. I don't ever really use the top grate in here, so it's off. Obviously the pipe is in the way. If I use the top grate, then I pull this off. So we're gonna get this apart here, and I'm going to show you the Heat Deflector Mod that I also have installed on the left side here, that a lot of people know about, already have installed on their unit. So let me get the grates out of here and the drip pan out of here. A lot of guys asking why it's foiled. There's a lot of haters out there against the foiling. For me, it's an easier cleanup job. I keep this thing clean. I don't have issues with grease fires. I keep the ash pot clean every time I'm done cooking. This thing gets torn down, ashes get sucked out, I wipe everything down, gets refoiled. I keep the drip pan seasoned. I don't have any rust issues. I don't have any paint chipping issues, paint peeling issues. I have ran this at high temps. I did the break-in period correctly so that the paint adheres to the metal. So the break-in period, I don't have any of those issues. So let's get the grates off here and I can show you what I'm talking about, the Heat Deflector Mod inside here. Okay, I've got the inside broken down. Here is the Heat Deflector Mod that I was talking about. So this is moon shaped. Now when you get this thing stock out of the box, it's a straight piece. The problem with that is the drip shield that sits here is mooned just like this piece here. So without this piece installed, there is a gap that allows heat and air to blow through here and blows directly onto our temp probe that sits right here on the left side of the chamber. So this causes all kinds of issues with the computer, with reading different temp readings. Sometimes you're going to get a flame out, fluctuations in temperature, like crazy fluctuations, which I've had before I installed this. So I picked up this piece. You can go on Google, you can type in "smoke like a boss," and you can search for this piece on there. There's a guy on Facebook that belongs to the group as well, for the Pitboss group, that sells these, makes these. I think they're like $30 shipped. One of the best things I've bought for this. Ever since I installed this, I have had no issues of flameouts. I've had no issues of crazy temperature fluctuations. It's been great, honestly. Same thing with paint. I don't have issues of paint peeling inside here at all. Again, I keep this lined for easy cleaning. The only thing that has paint chipping is our fire pot. This used to be painted black here. Obviously this thing gets really hot. You're gonna have some paint peeling. That's normal wear and tear. So I'm not mad about it. Like I said, everything else I keep nice and clean in here. But those are the best mods that I've done to this. Is the heat deflector install here. Does 2 self-tapping screws. Fits right in. The felt Lavalock gasket along the lid. And I'm telling you, man, this thing, it holds temperature. It's fantastic. I've had it for a year. I don't have any issues. I don't have any flameouts. Now, reckon it really depends on some of the pellets you've been using. I'm a big fan of Bear Mountain pellets. I've been using those guys for a while now. It's just a good quality pellet that I like, that I just don't have any issues with. So let's walk around this thing. I'm going to show you the back of the barrel. A lot of guys have issues with paint peeling on the underside of here, and I'm going to show you that I don't have that. So okay, we're in the back side here. Now, I know a lot of people have had issues with paint peeling here on the bottom side of the barrel. I have not had that issue, so I do run this at high temps when we do pizzas and stuff. I did the initial burn-in correctly, you know, bumping the temp up. I think that really helped set the paint to adhere to the metal better, so I don't have that flaking and those burn-off paint issues. Like I said, overall, man, I really haven't had that many problems. Now, I know some people have had issues with their Pitboss, some of the auger issues and stuff, but I have not. Alright guys, I wanted to cover real quick extension cord use for the Pitbosses. I use a medium duty 14 gauge earth ground extension cord. It does plug into a GFI unit that we have out here. I know a lot of guys are having issues running smaller gauge extension cords with the unit, or super long extension cords. I've had not issues with anything with the power source whatsoever, so just want to touch base on that real quick, just anybody who was curious. There you have it, guys. That's my 1-year review of the Pitboss Lavalock Pro Series. Like I was saying before, I really haven't had many issues with the unit. After I installed the Heat Deflector Mod from Smoke Like a Boss, you can Google search them, you can buy that piece on there. I think it's about $30 shipped. The Lavalock felt gasket for the door. Typically this stuff runs between $15 and $20 depending on the length that you're ordering. I keep the unit dry and clean. I don't have issues with my pellets getting, you know, absorbing moisture and stuff. I'm in Ohio. It does stay inside during the winter and the rainy season, so I don't have issues with weathering and that type of thing. Honestly, if you keep the firebox clean, keep it sucked out after every cook, get all the ashes out there. You take care of the unit, I wipe it down, keep it clean. It's going to last you a long time. In my opinion, I know there's the new 1150 out there that just came out recently and everybody is all hyped about. They've had some issues with the controllers. My buddy has one of the 1150s. We've been going back and forth. He's had issues with getting the temp falling down. I have not had that issue with this controller set up on the 1100. And that's what stopped me from selling this and getting the new 1150. It's my opinion, but I think that the setup on the 1100 type of controller that's in here produces more smoke than what you get on the 1150s. Again, that's my opinion. My friend that has the 1150 that he just purchased also agrees with me on that because he's used it, sees the smoke output from mine compared to his. Again, two different animals there, but I love mine. I don't foresee myself selling this and upgrading to the 1150. But I do have my eyes on the new Brunswick that's coming out, which is new vertical. So we might be adding that to our arsenal here for the spring and summertime. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my opinion of what my thoughts were on this, the pros and cons. Like I said, it's a great smoker. If you can catch one of these at Lowe's on clearance right now, because the new 1150s just came out, I would grab one. I don't know. I think that the 1100 personally is better than the 1150 with the couple modifications you can do to this. And you can also get the new Wi-Fi controller that just came out for them. So you can upgrade the controller on here to the Wi-Fi controller. If you go to Pitboss's website, they have it on there. You can purchase it. It's a simple install, pretty much just plug and play. I have not done this on this unit yet. I'm not much of a Wi-Fi guy. I'm still old school. I just like to sit out here and drink a beer, smoke a cigar, sipping some scotch while I'm doing my cooks. And I'm always checking in and out. I might eventually upgrade to the Wi-Fi controller. I just don't see a reason for what I do to do so yet. So I thank you so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate your guys' support. Please comment, tell me some of the issues you've experienced. 1150 guys, tell me, hey, I want to know what your opinions are. If you've had the 1100 and you've moved to the 1150, tell me about it. I want to know, is it worth making the jump over? Do you see a difference in smoke output? Tell me, I want to know what your thoughts are. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on Backyard Barbecue.